Hey guys, this is Sin. This is probably day 3 of the development of Manzanita1, codename Moto, or the other way around. But in this version, we actually have cloud syncing in place. So let me demonstrate. First, let me force the system to have a budget. There we go. So this one on the left is the simulator. The one on the right is a live iPhone 5S projection on the Mac using AirPlay. So let's spend, say, $28 at Walmart. We'll hit save. And you can see a bunch of data just got synced to the cloud here on the left. And you can see on the iPhone that got synced as well. And if I look at the transaction list on the iPhone, you can see that it is indeed there. So I can go into the iPhone version. Again, this is the iPhone version. And change the amount. I don't know why you'd want to change the amount, but just for demonstration purposes. Hit save. Sync into the cloud. Hit the back button there. Updates it to 70 seconds. And if you wait long enough, you'll see on the simulator that it updated the amount. So you can see they're syncing in real time. So again, on the real iPhone, let's enter some test amount here. $32.25. And let's say it's Kmart, whatever. Hit save. And you can see on the simulator. And again, the data is being uploaded to, as you can see here, is being uploaded to synching.com. And the way it works is, let me show you actually. Let me log on to my So right now I have the program syncing every 15 seconds, and that's because most of the time there's really not going to be any data that's going to be synced. The iPhone and the simulator are attempting to sync to the server every 15 seconds, so it may seem very frequent, but I'm trying to make it as frequent as about the way iCloud syncs data. And again, most of the time when it connects to the server, you're gonna see the message no cloud data came in. There's really nothing to sync most of the time. So this is what it looks like server side. This is actually a SQL Server table. So what's being synced first and foremost is the shared key, and then the type of transaction, whether it's a pay in, pay out, or it's a budget. If it's a 0, it's budget. Pay out is 1, pay in is 2. The amount, and you can see the description that was typed on the iPhone in the simulator. You can also see the device ID that created the transaction and the date, time, hour, minutes, seconds at the time the transaction was created. The program is, our whole system is going to make an assumption that there's no automated robotic way that people are going to enter transactions. So I'm going to assume that you can only enter one transaction per second, which when you're going through the UI, you really can't enter more than one transaction per second. And if there's any body who's modified the original transaction, it doesn't matter if it's device 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, how many devices you've shared your shared key with. We tag the last person that modified the original transaction as well as the date and time so that we can resync that back to everyone as a delta sync. Also, when you delete records, I haven't coded it yet, they really won't be permanently deleted per se. They'll just be flagged as false, because when you delete a record from one device, it needs to transmit that to the other devices as being deleted, and the only way to do that is through a flag saying, hey, you've been deleted, now go hide yourself. So if we go back to, so if we grab one of these URLs that it's using to sync data. So security is, it's fairly secure. Really, we could do a bit better on the security if we use HTTPS, so we can encrypt data that's being transmitted in and out of the iPhone. But I mean, considering we're not really collecting any personal identifiable information or bank account information or anything like that, that may be unnecessary at this point. But at a later time, if we want to encrypt all this transaction, we can we can put SSL. So here's what it looks like. So essentially the iPhone is constantly, not constantly, every 4 times a minute, it's asking the server, hey, I need some data. And the first thing it's providing is the shared key, which again, it's a GUID. Oh, it's actually your device ID right now, but I'm going to change it a little to be a GUID, but it's actually just the same. It's going to be a very, very difficult number for you to track or guess. So that by itself is kind of like our main security. Also, you need to transmit the last known created date timestamp that exists locally on your device, and the last known modified date timestamp that your device is aware of. It's actually a date in the format of year, month, day, hour, minute, seconds, but I've turned it into an integer, a very long integer, so that I can treat it as a number and use it as a for comparison basis. Oops, my phone just went to sleep there. But anyway, this is basically how it works. And so, Winston, if you don't know what JSON is, this is JSON. It's just pure data, no junk in it. Much, much better than XML. So anyway, this is Sin. Hope you find this as exciting as me, that we actually got iCloud syncing working.